The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken it. And that's the 25-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Dalton to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Jones forced out to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back to... Back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 31, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And Eifert has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Andy Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After the sack on first down, Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He completes it to Tate. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
We're good. We're good.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jones on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that. And the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman. And under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Marcus Golden able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He completes it to Boyd. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Andy Dalton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. And got his man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. The 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, touchdown, Giants. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points. You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Dalton bootlegs out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marcus Golden. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with Golden field position. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, his second sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Dalton looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Dalton now to pass. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.